Well, that's the address that is on my Oregon license. 4600 Idaville Road, space 36, Tillamook, Oregon. I don't live there. Now here's the thing about Vicky Rayne. I was honest with her about the situation, and I felt that she was honest with me, or at least I had hoped, and I had to hope. And although she wasn't entirely honest with me, and definitely didn't tell me some pretty important things until, well, after I already had my stuff moved there, the things that I told her would hurt me the most, and that I needed to be afraid of with everyone, and why I don't trust anyone, she promised me she wasn't going to do any of those things. She also promised there was other things that she was going to do. In the end, I got to try to make a compromise. Well, if I do what you want, you'll help me, right? The last time I was over there, I was supposed to be there at 11. And when I got there, it was a very uncomfortable situation for me. I understand that people have personal lives. Do they understand that I don't? I'm stuck living this. I can't take care of myself. Do any of you understand what that means? I am overwhelmed, not retarded. I am overwhelmed physically. I am overwhelmed financially. I am overwhelmed mentally. I am overwhelmed emotionally. My friends want to tell me how to think and feel. I give them a tiny little taste of what I have to go through. Just the words. Just the words. And not even the horrible ones. And I get the, oh, poor me, I've got PTSD. Really? Because you don't seem to give a shit about me. I've got PTSD too. What's the difference between me and you? Whether it's Vicky Rayne or Mickey Spencer or Amy Kalina Kingery, I don't care. All of you should have done the right fucking thing. When you do something fucked up, I get that you don't want to get in trouble. I get that every one of you has been taught that because you have a vagina that you can do this. No. I don't have friends or family who care about my fucking safety. And obviously neither do you. When you go out of your way to literally do everything that I am afraid of, literally everything that pushes a man to commit suicide, and you think there should be no consequences. When you make a mistake, you don't think that you have to pay the goddamn piper. You have been taught that when it comes time for you to take accountability, it's time for you to play like you're unreasonable insane. No, not okay. I don't feel comfortable with her. I am afraid of her. I was afraid that if I trusted her, that this would happen. I told her that. I voiced that more than once. You'll pay for it, huh? You'll pay for it, huh? How about we sit down and you find out what's going on first? without interrupting me, without talking over me, without making suggestion after suggestion after suggestion. How about instead of wasting my time for days and days and days, you're gonna, and then you don't? How am I supposed to feel about that? Now, of course, I gotta worry. I gotta worry about my evidence. Because some fucking wingnut's got it in her fucking house. I did what she asked. I did what she asked. And then I have to go out of my way to do things the opposite of what we agreed upon because she wants to continually change the agreement. See, that right therein lies the problem. The help that I needed, I did not receive. There was no follow-through. I'm trying to get her to understand that I am overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. If you're overwhelmed, I get that. When you're overwhelmed, you tell me you need to take a break, I give you a break. When I'm overwhelmed, you fucking keep on pounding at it. When a man is being victimized, this is what he goes through. When a woman pretends to be a victim, a male is being victimized. Do you not get that? If a woman is victimized, that's different. Once a woman starts playing victim, it is always just like with men, because they don't want the consequences. They don't want the embarrassment. All these folks who don't want to be up on the fucking internet. You think I wanted to be on the fucking internet? You go, oh, well, you get on Facebook, yeah, and so do you. Oh, well, you get on YouTube and post up, you goddamn right I do. I am living through fucking hell, and I cannot take care of myself because I am overwhelmed. There is too much of this, and I do not have any way in hell of getting the resources to jump through these hoops. When a woman plays victim, a man's entire life is fucking destroyed. Do you not understand that? You tell the right lie, and his life is destroyed. Now, in order to get any of the shit that I fucking need, I gotta have an actual physical address. Not just a mailing address, but a physical address. 4600 Idaville Road, space 36. I don't fucking live there. It was already dangerous for me to be stuck in fucking Tillamook. When she promised to be my advocate, promised she wasn't going to throw me away, promised my stuff would be safe, promised that you would help with the fucking plates, that you would pay for it. Like, hey, if you're going to do this, understand it's a lot of fucking investment. If I move my shit over here, no, I don't have access to it anytime I want or anytime I need. That's what y'all don't get. I don't have unlimited fucking resources, Jesus Christ. If you're gonna throw the shit that you did in my face, well shit, follow through. Keep your fucking word. The point here is I never should have fucking been out here to begin with. All these people who want to say, oh, Shawn, you need help, you need help. Are you paying for that fucking help? Are you? Are you paying for me to run around to all these places that you say I need to get help from? Are you making those goddamn phone calls with me? How long does it fucking take you to make a goddamn effort at that? How many times are you going to change the deal before you follow through? When I tell you something sends me into a fucking panic attack or a meltdown, that's the first fucking thing you do. There's a fucking reason that I record shit. You don't want to be recorded. I get that. That's the problem. I can't trust anybody. Anybody who's trying to keep fucking secrets. If you're gonna help me. How I need. Not make me jump through hoops that are just gonna get me fucked in the long run. When you literally go out of your way to play fucking stupid, play fucking victim, and do everything that you can to literally do all of the things you said and promised you wouldn't. When you say and promise you won't do those things, and then you do them, that's where I have panic attacks about the situation. When you say you'll listen and you talk over me a bunch, and then I'm stuck in a situation, like obviously here, I have a lot more issue than when I am in an enclosed place where I feel a little bit safer, where I don't have a bunch of noises going on around me. I have some peace and fucking quiet to work on it. But also I can't turn it in without help. I need a fucking guardian to help me with that. And what do I get out of the therapist that I'm going to see? Oh, well, you don't want a guardian. You don't want a guardian. They'll give you a state guardian. They'll put me somewhere. They will fucking put me somewhere, okay? If they put me somewhere, it's documented that I'm that fucking somewhere. If I'm that somewhere, then when stupid shit happens to these goddamn retards who want to pretend like I might hurt them, it's documented where the fuck I'm at, and people aren't gonna go threatening to kill my friends. Alicia Bollinger's a dumb druggy cunt. She is probably going to fucking overdose. Or get fucking raped to death. That is a very fucking serious possibility when you're retarded like that. I mean, holy Christ, how much brains do you have to fucking have to go on a high-speed chase with Ted fucking Bollinger? 18 grams of methamphetamine. From Oklahoma to fucking Kansas, are you shitting me? Internal possession is fucking what? A felony in that state, isn't it? So don't smoke pot. Maybe they changed their laws by now. I don't know. The problem is when somebody doesn't understand the purpose because they're too busy being gung-ho and trying to fucking shove you to do what they want. When you finally convince them to try a little tiny bit of what actually needs to be done, all right, we've got a good start on that. That's what we need to continue with. When I'm working on getting you the stuff for that particular part, and then you want to ask me a question about something else, or you want to rapid fire a few questions, well, then I have to stop what I'm doing and I have to focus on you. I'm overwhelmed. It is difficult enough for me to get anything done. It is difficult enough for me to not fucking wink and blink all goddamn day. I have Tourette syndrome, and people will hurt me for that. When a guy is being victimized and he tries to turn it in, it's treated like it's no big fucking thing. Oh, you're getting picked on by a girl? Fucking man up. Seriously, it wasn't getting picked on by a girl. It was being fucking harmed by grown-ass adults over a fucking rumor. If you're honest, it's not that big of a deal. You fuck up, no biggie. We can fucking work with that. I fuck up all the time, and I admit that I fucked up. No, I'm so completely out of tobacco that I'm about to smoke a rollie like it's a fucking roach. Nah, never mind. I'm not going to try that. So I got this ID that I just got yesterday. Doesn't do me any fucking good. Literally does me no fucking good now. See, that's the problem. When I tell you that there's a safety issue in the way that you want to do it, and then you do it that way anyway, you're going out of your way to fucking march all over my fucking boundaries. When you say you're going to help me, and then I do what it is that you want, and then we don't help me how we agreed that I would get help, that does hurt me a lot. And that's the thing, is that you guys assume that I'm able to do a lot of shit that I'm not able to do. I explained to you that I'm not able to do it. You tell me you can do it. All right, well, that's great. I'm glad that you can do it. Maybe you can teach me how to do it. But that's not going to happen if you keep on interrupting me, because we're not getting very far. We are working at a snail's pace. Now that, in addition to the fact that I already work at a snail's pace. I am overwhelmed. I can barely function. I can't handle being talked over because I'm overwhelmed. If you interrupt me a few times, yes, I can be patient with you. I absolutely can be patient with you. But the thing is, you people need to put me somewhere. You need to work together to decide where the fuck you're going to put me. Seriously, stop fucking letting people hurt me until I have a fucking mental goddamn breakdown. And then you fucking hurt me for having a breakdown. And then you throw me right back onto the fucking streets. I'm not doing this shit because I'm evil. I'm doing this shit because I'm fucking desperate. I have a dick. That doesn't make me a fucking demon. Why have we taught every woman in America that when she fucks up, she has to pretend like it's a man's fault? Why have we taught that? There are plenty of women who take responsibility for their shit. I've seen it and I've fucking heard it. Anyway, I was going to say, if you want to send me mail, send it to 2600 Idaville Road, Tillamook, Oregon. Let's see what the zip code is. Well, I would tell you the zip code, but apparently I misplaced the fucking ID. Oh, found it. 4600 Idaville Road, space 36, Tillamook, Oregon, 97141-9385. The problem is, I won't receive any mail if you send it there. The places that require that I have an actual physical address, that physical address isn't going to work because they're not going to fucking deliver it to me there. I'm not there. When I let this lady know about my safety issues, well, I was hoping that she would take it seriously and take my concerns to heart. And she affirmed vocally that she did, but then she showed through action that she did not. So I got all my evidence. I can't go through it over there. I have to walk on eggshells. If I try to work on something, I'll probably get distracted. It's not that I'm trying to get distracted. It's that you start asking questions, and all of a sudden, instead of it being an established timeline that we're talking about, now it's a big fucking mess. Then there's the part where I'm trying to explain something, and you want to hear something about another part, so I stop what I'm talking about, and I start talking about that other part. Then I got a bunch of things that need to be said, and I'm having to deal with rapid fire changing the subject. See how much power there is left on this. Not much. Anyway, I do feel completely scammed. The other thing is, she never should have been the one doing that. Adult Protective Services should have done something a long time ago. Also, obviously, I didn't get my fucking vehicle fixed. I tried. Look at that, it's fresh. I don't know where it's coming out from, though. This is a very big major problem. I try to explain to people my disabilities. They claim to understand, and then they show that they don't. I tell them that I am afraid that if I give them that power, they are going to do something in particular, and they start jumping through and doing that one thing in particular. Men are a little bit different, for the most part. Men are far more aware of the fact that a male has to be afraid of this shit. And at any point in time, anybody could do this to him, and there's no way he can defend himself. There's no way that he's possibly going to be able to from the streets. That bias right there makes so many men homeless and so many men dead per year. How many homicides of people that you know involved some woman stirring the fucking pot? And no, that's not blaming it all on women. Men have choices too. They decide whether or not they engage in the situation. You guys say, oh, life happens, life happens. Well, yeah, when you fucking procrastinate, that's the problem with being an at-risk adult, is that I am fucking at risk for a goddamn reason. I'm easy to victimize, especially when I'm alone. I am easy to overwhelm, especially when I'm alone. I cannot physically defend myself against assailants unless I use tricks that might kill them, and I don't want to do that. A lot of people have told me, hey, you know, if you're not able to defend yourself, you should punch him in the throat. Like, no, that's a bad fucking idea. That is a bad fucking idea. My ex-brother-in-law, Riley Lawton, I went to him for help with that. I'm trying to explain to them, I can't fucking defend myself. No matter how much you tell me to use my martial arts skills and fucking hurt these people, I'm not interested in hurting them. I was never interested in fucking hurting them. Like, literally, after over a fucking year and a half of goddamn threats against my goddamn life, how the fuck do you expect me to react? It took me all the way until August of 2018 to threaten my predators back. What I did was threaten to fucking defend myself and fucking attacked. Threatened to defend my loved ones. Oh God, I'm horrible. And is that what I should have fucking had to do? No, that's not what anyone should have to do to get help. I should not have had to go to the fucking internet to get help. I should not have had to fucking post on YouTube all the way back in 2016 to get fucking help. Sorry, Facebook. I wasn't able to post on YouTube until after Natalie was fucking killed. I learned how to do that up at Lanny Ingline and fucking Amanda Ingline's because Miss Jerry Sparks helped me to hook that up. Amanda helped a little bit too. I mean, it was an effort. But they never came forward about those things, and their fucking power and control issues fucking sucked. How did they expect me to fucking react to that? I needed Jerry's fucking help, not Lana's. Lana doesn't fucking help. She's a boss, that's it. All she does is boss people around. She's too gimpy to do it herself. Fine. But if you're too disabled to do it your fucking self, maybe you should be a little more understanding of other people with disabilities. Did you ask to be disabled, you fucking idiot? No, you didn't. Meanwhile, I have every reason to be fucking afraid. And none of these people do, except for the fact that the world is going to know what the fuck they did. Oh well. This is the problem with fucking throwing somebody out on the goddamn streets and then fucking forgetting them. All you guys tell me the government's gonna fucking help me. No, they're not gonna. They're gonna send me into a fucking panic attack. And I'm gonna fucking shut down. If a woman plays victim, we're supposed to lay down like fucking children at nap time and take whatever she fucking feeds us. If a man is victimized, you tell him, hey, you just need to man up. You just need to let it go. You just need to ignore it. Excuse me. We're not talking about something that happened years ago. We're talking about ongoing abuse. Ongoing abuse. Fuck. This lady has me in a very subservient fucking position. I'm not okay with that. Here's the thing, you tell the truth or I show the truth. No fucking problem. You want to play victim? I want to get the fuck away from you. The problem is this lady has everything that I need before I can leave. So I got to jump through a bunch of fucking head games from somebody who's got multiple personalities. Which fucking one am I speaking to? I'm not okay with having a conversation with someone that isn't recorded. Matter of fact, I'd really like to have a way to sit down and record every fucking thing live so people can see that I'm making the fucking effort. That's difficult to do when I've got one functional phone and I got to try to use it to show evidence. Well, someone parked behind me. That happens pretty often. People stop and check their wallets or finish a text message or something. The thing is that 4600 Idaville Road, space 36, I don't live there. There's a lot of stuff I don't know how to do, don't have the resources to do, and by the time I do finally have the resources, I got fucking a short amount of time to get stuff done in, and instead of getting that stuff done, I'm busy running around asking or answering questions for somebody who, if I sit down and explain to you everything, you are going to fucking melt. I don't mean literally, I mean that you are going to be overwhelmed. If you look at the evidence a little bit at a time, you should be all right. I always try to start with the conversation with Marcia Estrada. Then I try to give people a little bit of autism training and the mandated reporter training. For me to be working on something and have to separate myself from it for 2 hours to try to find a transcript of it while having a major panic attack, that's not easy. Like I said, if a guy has a panic attack, y'all act scared. Then you back him into a fucking corner. You pretend that I might do something bad to you, so it's magically okay to preemptively do bad shit to me. That's why it's important when you have an at-risk adult to preemptively fucking protect them. Cameras are a big help. When they're harmed, having a friend they can trust to help them turn it in right away is important. I have never had that. I go to every person who says I'm their friend and I tell them about abuse and they blow me off, even if they see it. When the people who are victimizing me are your fucking friends, well, that makes it difficult for me to trust you. With Vicky Rayne, I didn't trust her. I knew not to trust her, but I was desperate. By the time she told me she had that multiple personality disorder thing, like I was already fucking chest deep in shit. Now I'm tired, I'm exhausted, my car's broke down, I don't have the money for the fucking insurance for it still. I'm kind of trapped going the fucking Oregon route. I'm kind of trapped here in fucking Tillamook. I don't have the money to fucking do this shit. I don't make enough money to fucking live on, and I can't take care of myself. See, that's the thing, is that it's your behaviors that send me into a panic attack. It's your behaviors that make a situation safe or unsafe. If I have to take it up the ass to save lives in the long run, it's worth it. But you don't get to Shanghai my evidence or steal my evidence or pretend I'm some sort of a fucking villain. Police identify a 17-year-old, huh? Well, seems like Colorado probably has a lot more school shootings this year, huh? Boulder and Denver. Yep, imagine that. You know, when you can't go to the cops, or there's something that's popular, so it's okay to do it, as long as you pick the right person to do it to. You can't go to administrators. Just stupid. They play stupid and run you around in circles. You say you understand panic attacks. Then why do you send people into them? I need the headrest there. My fucking shoulder is killing me. My back is killing me. Ewig Lieben typed, who lives at that address? If you can't say that, is cool. I just don't want to send you a letter if it is her place. It is her place. It is her place. That's the problem. Now, you can send me a letter. If you want to send me a letter, you can send it to P.O. Box 701, Tillamook, Oregon. The problem is that my evidence is over at her place. All the things that she promised me she wouldn't do, she did. All of the things that she promised me she understood, she didn't. I have to understand her disabilities, and I really hope that you guys try to understand her disabilities too. My back is fucking killing me. As far as sending me a letter, you know, without an address to get all this stuff set up to, and having a bank account and all that, there's a special way to set it up so that somebody who is an at-risk adult who is getting disability can somehow magically have money beyond the $2,000 that they're allowed to have. See, that's the problem. They didn't give me the money that they needed to give me. I had to fucking fight for it. All right, if I'd have had that money, I could have done something with it. I had a fucking apartment, but all my money was getting fucking eaten up, and I didn't have any help, and I was being victimized. Nobody fucking cared. Dual County Sheriff's Department kept pawning me off on Nebraska State Patrol and Megan Missigatis. Megan Missigatis kept telling me it's not her job and pawning me off on the other two. We need to work together to make this happen. Not everybody treat me like a fucking retard and ignore each other. I mean, obviously, I am in a state of fucking crisis. Instead of victimizing me for being in a state of fucking crisis because I'm scared shitless, understand why. That goddamn evidence represents my fucking freedom. A chance at an honest goddamn life. It shows where my fucking money went and why. It shows how hard I fucking tried. Only to be stuck with people who are on fucking heroin or meth or fucking alcoholics. Being stuck going to my fucking predators to turn in my predators. I had to turn in the situation against Scott and Costa and the other people who were harming me to Tara Smith of Adult Protective Services, who showed up with who? Jared fucking Hahn and Bill Burr. Later on, I caught Bill Burr lying out his ass at me. His testimony versus Wood's testimony and Sergeant Jones's testimony shows he was completely full of shit. These cops weren't fucking trying to help me. They were gaslighting the fuck out of me. That's why I needed an actual fucking friend. Maybe one of those friends who knew at least part of what the fuck was going on. But then again, how many of my friends could find out what was going on without fucking talking over me with their personal fucking problems? So I know everybody's problems. I know everybody's fucking problems. And I'm expected to be mindful of how that affects their fucking life. Some of these people, I got the same problems they do. They expect me to understand their problems, though. Meanwhile, they're going out of their way to not understand mine. I'm the one stuck in a fucking subservient position. And if I don't do what you want right when you fucking want it, you'll punish me. If you try to fucking entrap me by asking fucked up questions that you know is a double-edged sword, keep in mind I'm not a fucking retard. I'm autistic, not retarded. Stop treating autistic people like they're fucking retarded. Stop treating people with Down syndrome like they're fucking retarded. Stop treating people with cerebral palsy like they're fucking retarded. Ewig Lieben typed, I wish you could have sued web sleuths, the Bollingers, and all those a-holes who dragged your innocent name through the mud. People just get away all these years with what they did to you. They're still doing it. That's the problem. And yes, I can still sue them. But the other thing is, I need help doing that. I need people to stop telling me how much it sucks or how much they're sorry that it happened and fucking help to turn it in. Actually with me. Actually save evidence that you tried to turn it in. Any one of you can call in APS and say what's happened. Say, hey, there is recorded evidence on there. This evidence is very real. The fucking safety risks against him are very real. I want you to take a look at a video on my channel, all right? Please. For the love of fucking dog, do this. I want you to look up a video on my channel called Jamie Again. In the first 30 seconds of that, that's a church, by the way. In the first 30 seconds of that, a man follows a mentally ill woman who is the most abused person there. She is beaten, she is raped, often, both. When she has a fucking mental breakdown about it, the church people kick her off the property. I brought this situation to them on multiple occasions. They did jack shit. Jamie Again. That guy literally pursues her. The reason that I started the video is because I heard the screaming from him to begin with. And I started the video. And I saw him fucking shove her. I knew something was going to fucking happen. He was following her. She wasn't screaming till he started fucking following her. And yes, she fucking laid into him as she was trying to get away from me. He fucking pushed her. I saw her out of the side view mirror there, pushing her on that side. He walked around my vehicle, followed her probably 30 feet, 40 feet that direction. All right, it was probably about 60 feet that direction. If you look on the camera, she looks pretty small, and he looks pretty small. But he literally looks like he's twice her size. She goes up to his fucking belly button. He fucking cold-cocked her in the back of the head. He claimed he hit her with a burrito. You can fucking hear it. You can see the burrito part, the part that wasn't in his hand, goes flying off. No, he didn't fucking hit her with a burrito. He fucking socked her with his fist. The burrito was in his hand. It's not a burrito. It was a Hot Pocket. Within the first 5 minutes, he's talking about how he murdered a man in fucking prison. He's also talking about how he's got a job there. And then he's talking about how he's going to be getting a job there. How he keeps them safe. No, he doesn't. I fucking kept her safe. If I hadn't fucking yelled, everybody there would have watched him beat her the fuck down. So what happened there? Well, I got all the attention I fucking needed for a day, didn't I? Take a look at that. That's in the Dalles, Oregon. I tried turning that in. There's also multiple recordings of how I was treated when I tried to turn it in by APS, by CPS, by the local police. That was in the Dalles, Oregon. I might say Hood River. I was going there to try to turn in Hood River. Repeated trips to the hospital, to the cops. Eventually, I had to scream out in the middle of the street because cops ignore the homeless, especially homeless males. They're lucky I was there to call 911 when Danny put his fucking foot through that guy's door. By the way, I found out the man's name. It was Nathan. He also was very sorry for yelling at me. He was fucking frustrated and he didn't want that shit happening anymore. And it wasn't the first time. By the way, it happened to Nathan again. So yeah, leaving Hood River was pretty fucking important. The situation with the cops up there telling people I'm schizophrenic and doing drugs with people in my vehicle. There's no fucking room to do drugs with people in my vehicle. There's no room for another person in my fucking vehicle. And now I got to worry about Vicky Rayne doing horrible shit. And you know what? The more you fucking power pound your fucking power trip on me, the more I have to fucking be evidenced. Evidenced. Do you like that? I got to put it up on YouTube and Facebook. You guys get to see my communication issues. I do have communication issues, do I not? Can you guys tell when I'm having a communication issue? When my words aren't coming together right? When I am frustrated, when I am flustered, and when I am scared? Do you understand how homeless males are treated in this country? How our disabilities are used to harm us? You call somebody mentally ill and all of a sudden it's okay to do whatever you want to them? A girl cuts on herself, not because her dad's raping her, but when she went to her mom for help or her trusted adult, she was blown off. And then when she cuts on herself to try to get some attention, it's not cutting herself for attention. It's not bodily mutilation. It is not self-harm. It is always a cry for help. I'm trying to get you to hear me. Please hear me. When you tell somebody that something makes you suicidal, there's a reason for it. There are certain things that human beings need socially. There are certain things that they need in order to have a social life. Like if you're constantly running around trying to take care of food, water, and shelter, it's difficult to have a social life. People want to provide a temporary shelter for me, and I am thankful for that. But also, if we're going to take time for me, can we make it about me and helping me? If you're going to say you don't have the time, but you can argue with me for an hour and a half over not having the time and tell me all of your personal story, it's very different, isn't it? Plus, most of you, I got to try to contact you through a fucked up situation where I'm in my fucking vehicle, don't have access to all this shit, don't have any fucking money, because you guys didn't come forward about the truth when you should have, when it made a difference. The most disgusting of them are the ones that I went to for help before Natalie was killed. The ones who promised me that if I jumped through this hoop or jumped through that hoop, that I would get help. I was going to a therapy appointment every single week in Sidney, Nebraska. I lived in Chapel, Nebraska. That meant that I had to maintain a vehicle. If I wasn't able to maintain a vehicle, I would have tried to use the fucking housing thing, but that's still $10 a trip each way. That's $20. $20 times 4 trips. So how much is that per month? I believe that's $80. Now at that time when I first started going there, I was getting a little over $600. That was my disability money. I was supposed to be getting my back payments, but I never got my back payments. I was fucking waiting on them and waiting on them and waiting on them. And guess when I finally got my back payments? I spent one of my back payments over at Ken and Leo's. I bought a bunch of shit that they fucking needed. If they got the shit that they fucking wanted, if they got what they wanted, if they got what they wanted. I spent some of it to try to move out of fucking Chapel, Nebraska at low income there. I paid Brandon Ratner to help me with that. Everybody was telling me, hey, if you need help, fucking you got to go through all this stuff. You need to go to the front range, front range, front range. So then my money is being spent going to the front range. I was maintaining the place in Chapel and the place along the front range because I was renting from fucking Kenneth Wilson and Leah Plunkett. I mean, how the fuck was I going to be able to do that? With them ripping off all my money. With them giving me empty promises. With them not understanding my disabilities. Expecting me to understand Leah's disabilities. Also expecting me to turn a blind eye to abusing Gabriel. I mean, holy shit. How fucked up do you have to be to have your husband go bully a little 14-year-old boy because he's different, because you're frustrated, because you didn't get what you wanted? Ken's an asshole. He was nice to me, but he's an asshole to Gabriel. And if you stand up to Leah Plunkett spending all of your fucking money, she's not going to get in trouble for it. He's going to take it out on you, and you're stuck in a subservient position. That's the problem. I'm taken advantage of because I'm stuck in a subservient position. I can't take care of myself. I'm not allowed to defend myself. And if people fucking harm me, and I'm fucking overwhelmed and can't fucking function because of it, I don't know how to do all these things that you're like, oh, well, it's not my fault. It's not my problem. Really? That's why I was fucking sent to you. It's because you're supposed to help with this. That's why I was sent to Megan Misigatis. That's why I was sent to Region 1. That's why I was sent to Veronica Bruce at Region 2. That's why I was sent to Brenda Dickinson of Sand Hills Crisis Intervention Program. That's why I was sent to fucking Capwin. That's all before Natalie was fucking killed, by the way, people. Also, Colorado Coalition of the Homeless, Nicole Gerald, who sent me to Jeff Ritter, Colorado Coalition of the Homeless, who got me in contact with Kara Heller, Colorado Coalition of the Homeless. There's also Nicole Peralta from Region 1. All those people from before Natalie died that I'm supposed to go running back and forth and tell them about. I'm also told that when a situation happens, I'm supposed to tell a police officer. I go to tell a fucking police officer when an incident fucking happens, and they tell me they got real police work to do, or I just need to fucking man up, or there's no services there, or they're sorry. They're sorry. They're fucking sorry. Wrong jurisdiction. They can't do anything about death threats from other jurisdictions. So I gotta fucking call up that jurisdiction. Meanwhile, I don't know how to do any of this computer shit, so I need help with it. I'm not supposed to call any of these places by myself. I've already called lawyers repeatedly because people are threatening to kill me and my fucking family. They're like, you got to go to your friends and family for help. I go to my friends and family. They send me to these other places. They're all doing the same thing as Region 1. They're fucking riding the clock. They're telling me it's a free service when I'm telling them how expensive it fucking is for me. I got to live on $640 a month. $640 a month. You take $80 off the top of that. That's just for fucking gas. My car at the time was really fucking good on gas. But it was getting old, so it wasn't that great on gas. It was fucking falling apart, so it wasn't that great on gas. There's wear and tear on the parts and fucking insurance. By the time it's all said and done on my vehicle, I'm trying not to spend $500 a month on my fucking car. Out of 640 fucking bucks. Just so I can make it to these fucking appointments. But it's here, what we're not looking at here is that I'm spending 4 days out of my life to go do this. It takes a whole day. I got to spend the whole fucking day in Sydney to fucking have my appointment. Because I have to stop I have to stop when I get to Sydney, and I have to calm down from having a fucking panic attack from fucking driving. Then I gotta stop after my appointment. I gotta fucking calm down because what one person is telling me, the other person is telling me is wrong. I've looked the stuff up of what I'm supposed to do. I've already called lawyers. I'm telling these people things I've already been told to do, and they're telling me, well, have you called a lawyer? Have you tried talking to a lawyer? Yes. They say I need a friend or family member. I talked to a shrink lady in Colorado. I don't even know her fucking name. It's in my fucking phone, but that phone's fucking long gone. It wasn't long gone when Natalie disappeared. I held onto that phone for fucking months, trying to get someone to fucking look at it. Some friend to look at it. All of the correspondence that I had with these fucking wingnuts was because I didn't have a friend to help me with these things. Then when I'm not able to do these things, I'm not able to record these things, I'm not able to save these things, I got to depend on people who, like Carl Rogers. Carl Rogers is having fucking drama with Aaron Cockerham and Layla Missy Johnson, who thinks she's in fucking love with me and is fucking putting all sorts of cockamamie bullshit all over these Natalie Bonger groups. I'm like, fuck! Why don't I have a fucking caseworker that'll do their goddamn job? And all these mandated reporters act like they never had to turn in abuse against a fucking adult before. See, it's that fucking behavior and that fucking bullshit that forces me to do desperate shit to get heard. Something that I tell every one of you fucking idiots. I can't take care of myself. These false fucking accusations with Natalie, fucking Clearview, and Waylon fucking Lolatai, that shit did not need to fucking happen. If I'd had a friend or family member who gave a shit to do something other than selling drugs and playing fucking video games and getting fucked up, things might have been different. I'm being victimized as if I'm a stalker who never tried to get help and needs therapy. No, I don't fucking need therapy. I've been through therapy. That's where you sent me to turn in my fucking predators before Natalie was killed. I explained about Tim Beeson. I explained about my technological inabilities. I explained I'm being abused. I explained I was being sent there to try to turn in my fucking abusers. I explained that I was there because I'm having a fucking mental breakdown from people threatening to kill me and my fucking family. And I get that, well, how does that make you feel? How the fuck do you think it makes me feel, stupid? How the fuck do you think it makes me feel? I'm not coming to you for somebody to fucking bitch at. I'm coming to you because I'm being fucking threatened, harassed, fucking stalked, and goddamn assaulted over the shit that never fucking happened. When a guy doesn't do what you want right when you fucking want it, you play fucking victim. You say you're gonna help somebody. You promise to help how they need. And then you take complete and total fucking advantage of them. But it's okay. All you gotta do is play victim. Oh, poor me, poor me. No, not poor you. Not poor you. If I'm an asshole to you, you pretend I'm gonna fucking kill you? People literally threaten to kill me, you dumb cunt. The problem is that my stuff and my physical address, neither one of them are safe for me. My stuff is not safe there. It's not safe for me to go there. The promises that I had from the lady there were not fulfilled. Because I believed that she was going to help me how I needed. I was as patient as I could with her misunderstandings, with her constant interruptions, and with her having a panic attack. If we're going to do something about abuse, we have to actually do something about the abuse. Not fucking pussyfoot around. When an at-risk adult is being abused, it needs to be taken fucking seriously. If they have fucking issues because they were forced into homelessness because of this fucking abuse, that needs to be fucking looked into. If they had to stay with people to get help who fucking lied to them because they were fucked up on cocaine and methamphetamines, like Amy, hold on, I want to make sure I get this right. Amy Witcher was the one who was on cocaine. Andrew Witcher was on methamphetamines. Amy Witcher admitted to that. She also admitted that her daughter, had told on her husband for fucking molesting her. She also claimed that her ex-husband had molested her daughter. So she's having one child molester that she's kicking out of the house, but she's afraid. So she's having another child molester watch her kids. Meanwhile, the only son in the family is exhibiting sexually predatory behaviors. I'm trying to explain to Shannon Alvarado about this while I'm trying to separate him. Like he's wanting to put his lovey-doveys all over his sisters who are not okay with it. But if they touch him, he throws a fucking tantrum. I was like, dude, you need to stay on that side of the room. I tried to explain to Amy what was going on with that situation as soon as she got fucking home. I knew explaining that shit to Andrew while he was all fucked up wasn't going to work. Finding out the reason that they were sending me off every night instead of keeping their word is because they were doing fucking drugs together. Well, that makes perfect fucking sense. Andrew Witcher molesting his daughter. Now she's got to do what? She's got to pretend it didn't happen. She's got to try to normalize with her fucking predator. Thank goodness at least two of Amy Spencer, a.k.a. Amy Kleena Kingery's daughters, don't have to go through that because of me. Because of me. I don't care if you're my friend of 20 fucking years. Them kids are being abused. I'm gonna fucking do something about it. And goddamn it, I did. Calling it in did not fucking work. Calling it in anonymously did not fucking work. Calling it in and not doing it anonymously and making sure it's on fucking Facebook and YouTube did not fucking work. Yeah, I'm willing to go to jail and be fucking abused as if I'm some sort of fucking idiot, some sort of fucking retard, or some sort of fucking horrible person. Absolutely, it's worth it to protect your fucking children, stupid. But goddamn, I can't be having somebody who's got multiple personalities and could fucking switch up at any point in fucking time because she didn't get what she wanted right when she fucking wanted it. It's not that women are all evil or anything crazy like that. It's that they're taught that this is okay. This is tolerable behavior for them. You do fucked up shit, you get busted, you play victim. Fine, you play victim, I'll play asshole. Yeah. I'm stuck here. I got no way to move my vehicle. I can't fix the fucking leak in it because apparently the leak that's in it isn't just that hole there. Something popped off. I don't have the money to fix it. Now, there was a lot of money that I got dumped on me all at once. And, of course, I can't have more than $2,000 in my account or they take away my disability. They dropped off $12,000 on me only a few days, just a few days after I was kicked out of low income. If that money would have fucking been there, if I'd have had fucking help instead of arguments, if I'd have had somebody understand, I am in a fucking loud environment with an alcoholic. I have to be nice. I have to pretend everything's perfect. I can't fucking do that. Why do I have to fake everything is perfect for help that I'm not gonna get? If I'm in a subservient environment, I gotta pretend everything is okay there. Because I'm in a subservient environment. That means at any point in time, this person could get a wild quill up their ass, and I'm literally stuck in another fucked up position like this. Do you not understand? You need to take the situation fucking seriously. If you're not going to look at the fucking evidence and you're not going to fucking listen to me, then go the fuck away. Don't fucking gaslight me. Don't bullshit me. Don't lie to me. Now, there's a lot of stuff that I am not able to fucking get without an actual physical fucking address. Also, with me not actually living at that physical address, being actually still fucking homeless, I'm still subject to the abuse that the homeless have to fucking endure. Plus, I got all my evidence stolen by somebody with multiple fucking personalities. If I'm meek and quiet and do what you fucking want, you will push me over and then redo the deal. If I stand up for myself, you will play fucking victim. Not fucking okay. There need to be criminal. That's right. I said criminal penalties for doing this. We cannot continue to allow sexism against men to destroy this fucking country. Not every dick is out to rape you. And not every vagina is a perfect goddamn angel. And this is the difference. You teach differently based on the anatomy. You teach boys it's never okay to hit a girl. You teach girls it's okay to hit a boy once. But then some of these women get the impression that resets every 30 fucking seconds. There's a difference between not wanting to get involved in a fucking couple squabble and ignoring your disabled friend who is being fucking victimized by a bunch of goddamn junkies. Your disabled friend, who can't go to the cops because he will get blown off, needs your help to turn in abuse when he's abused, but you're acting the same way the cops are. You don't have time, you're too busy, you got real police work to do? Is that what you're going to tell me? Because you tried the you just need to man up thing. Is that how you treat a woman who plays victim? Because when a woman plays victim, a man will be victimized. Unless it's a lesbian relationship or a mother-daughter relationship, in which case the mother is probably going to win 9 times out of 10. I need to trim my mustache, or I'm going to keep trying to lick it off my face. I used to try chewing it off when I had teeth. Alas, no more. Having to trust people. When I tell people that something is harmful to me, and then the first thing they do is that, and then they do it over and over and over again. No, I'm not going to trust you. When you say you understand my disabilities and you can work around that, and then you go out of your way to, instead of working around my disabilities, all of a sudden your disabilities make it so that you can only do something in a way that is going to frustrate me and make it fucking impossible to get any effective communicating done. Also, I'm not going to be goaded into fucking double-edged swords. You're going to ask me a question that you want to pretend is a yes or no question. It's not. It's not. Now, if you're going to fucking hound me to do exactly what you want, knowing that you are fucking pushing me to commit suicide by doing so, knowing full well that you are fucking hounding me, I'm not going to be fucking happy about it. If I'm not a human being worth talking to like a human being, not a safe place for me. If I am not free to speak of my abuse, it is not a safe place for me. I don't know Miss Rayne very well. What I do know is that she's got the same last name as another lady in town who I met a couple of weeks ago, and I don't think no, actually, I guess it was probably a couple of months ago. The girl's name is Megan. I don't think they're related. Since that Megan lady, she doesn't actually live here, she was visiting. She was very nice too. She's in one of my videos. The one where she came up and gave me the bag with she was apologizing because she gave me dog food even though I don't have a dog. It wasn't just dog food that was in there. It also had some bottled water, stuff like that. Anyway, my evidence is more important than my entire life, and my evidence is at that address. I can't go and get it. I'll let her know as soon as she started playing retarded. I knew the next step was her playing victim, so it was time for me to get my shit the fuck out of there. The problem is I'm broke. You guys want to pretend that I'm a bad person. You know, My predators did far worse than I'm even capable of. But without your help, it doesn't matter. Without your help turning it in, I wasn't allowed the body cam evidence. I wasn't allowed the names of the officers who were involved. I knew Officer Vanderleest already, and Officer Herr, his name was pretty easy to remember. It's Herr, H-E-R. The thing is that there's a lot of little tricks that they are taught to try to agitate another human being. They're not supposed to put their hands on you without your permission, but they do that repeatedly, especially if they know you're autistic. If they know you're scared. They try to do this to see if you'll flinch, and if you flinch, they fucking slam you down. They're not allowed to do this. This is not something that you do to a hardened criminal. This is something that you do to somebody who's got fucking severe trauma. They're fucking traumatized, and you're trying to initiate a trauma reaction. And we need to put laws in place that prevent these officers from doing these things. Oh wait, we already have them. But even if they're busted doing it, you have to have a friend or family member who fucking cares. I don't. I have to depend on strangers with mental problems. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I got mental problems of my own. Then they want me to understand their mental problems, and they don't understand mine. They want to talk about their story and don't know shit about mine. Then, of course, I can barely function and can barely communicate, and I'm stuck in a busted-ass car talking to a fucking phone like a lunatic. I don't like this. Not even a little bit, not even at all. Anyway, y'all know how I end these videos. Good to be radio. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and your sister's, and no victim left behind. That includes me, people. It'd be a lot easier to stop predators if I could get some help getting my fucking words heard. And if I could get some help getting my finances back so that I can actually have a place. But here's the thing. I live in the United States of America. There is nothing cheap enough for me to fucking get anywhere in the fucking country. Especially with not being able to defend myself against that shit in Nebraska. Nobody should have to break a fucking window to get the fucking cops to do their jobs. You have any idea how many times Dual County Sheriff's Department had helped my predators to get away by that point? Refused to look at evidence if I showed it to them, literally right to them. Wouldn't look at it, just like that recording, of course, with Tara Smith. Part 1, 2, and 3. I tried to show her the evidence.